Hi, you. Be careful how you treat persons that are lesser off than you. Be careful how you talk to people. Remember, you'll be held accountable for the things that you do, and there's an unseen eye that is watching. Treat people like you would love to be treated. Do not talk down to persons because you're in a better position than they are. You do not know who they are in Christ Jesus. Tomorrow you do not know where the Lord will take them. That same person might be the one that will save your life. So be careful. Always treat people with love. Be Christ-like. God is love, and remember, without love you cannot enter in. Treat people like you want to be treated. Persons might be struggling because of no fault of their own. Remember Job? Job went through an ordeal because the Lord was showing Satan that he could not destroy Job. Job would not curse him. Job would not sin against his God. So the Lord takes us through different processes to get us to where he wants us to be. So your brother or your sister might be down today, but their tomorrow will be very bright. Their morning is coming. So do not be mean. Do not be wicked. Just be kind and treat each other with love so that the Lord will be pleased with you. Remember, the Lord tells us to love each other. Do not say you love when you're not actually showing love, because love is an action word, it's a verb. You show love, and persons will know when you love them because of how they're treated. So remember now to be Christ-like, and remember, be careful what you speak, because you're putting things out there in the atmosphere. You're either giving the angels of the Lord work to do, or you're giving the agents of Satan work to do. Be careful what you do, because you do not know who you are speaking about or who you're speaking to. Because sometimes the Lord tells us in His Word that we will entertain angels at unawares. So be careful, you do not know who you're speaking to. And a word of caution, be careful how you speak about men and women of God that you see serving the Lord. They might falter along the way, but leave them to God. Let the Lord deal with them. You do not have to say anything about that person. Leave them in the hand of the Lord. Remember Saul, King Saul. Remember David. Remember when Saul tried to kill David, and when David could have killed Saul, and when David's servant told him to go ahead and do it, and David says no. And when he cut a part of his garment, and he felt something, and he said he cannot touch the Lord's anointed. Remember, do not talk about people. If you don't understand what is happening, just leave it alone, because sometimes God is dealing with his people, and people are talking about them, and the Lord will deal with you if you are doing that. So just a word of caution. Do not go about and criticize others, but just leave them to God. We all fall, we all sin and fall short of the glory of God. No one is perfect. No one is perfect. And remember that when you condemn somebody, you'll fall into a worse condemnation. So be careful. Just a word of caution. Be careful, and remember, treat people like you'd like to be treated. Show love today. Show love, even in smiling. You don't have to say a word, just smile and be sincere, because God knows the heart. So do not say kind words, but your heart is not saying it, because the Lord is looking at the heart. So remember to be Christ-like, and ask the Lord to purify you, so you will be able to show love. It takes a daily walk. I know some people, it's hard to show love because of what they have done, and you know the things that they keep doing, but just ask the Lord to strengthen you so you'll be able to show love. Even when you're being hurt, when you're being shown hatred, but show love. You have to stand out. You have to make the difference. They have to see Christ in you. Be wise and be careful. Stay blessed.